It's our third and final live post for the TIGERTHON triple match today. You're going to see two very special teen tigers during the teen takeover day. First, we want to say a thank you to Yard Transformers, who's another one of our triple match sponsors. They are out of Jacksonville, Florida, and do wonderful landscaping and everything for your lawn. And we're wishing they lived in Minnesota and could help us landscape some of the habitats and things like that. We're waiting on Miss Nova to come out. Come here, Nova. Come on, Nova girl. She's going to come down the wall here. You guys might have just seen, if you haven't. Hi, look at the toys you got. There we go. You might have just seen on Facebook the video that you got to see behind the scenes of Nova and Indy's first play date. Their energy was so high and it never depleted, and they both jockeyed for a dominant position for over an hour and a half. And so we've made the decision that these teens are going to probably graduate to some single ladies like Winona and Daisy. But we're so excited to have you here during the triple match. There's only a few times a year where donors triple your donations. And today's kind of an emotional memory day for me, because a year ago is when we were bringing Miss Nova here home. And you were along for the rides on the live post when we picked her up and drove her across country. She was not the only rescue we brought back. At that time, we found the stray dog on the road and brought a stray dog back with us too that has since adopted out and has the most perfect home ever. Are you going over to say hi to Alyssa? So we're going to do this live post with wonderful Nova here, as well as Indy, the other young female teen tiger we have here at the sanctuary. And I want to always, like we've been doing with the others, is talk about you were playing all day today. Are you too tired now? It was really emotional to pick up this little girl. We brought her in through our amnesty program, so we couldn't tell you a lot of her story, but I will tell you it did include legal action, felony a warrant, and she was destined to be a pet, much like Indy was. And so we're so thrilled. She's going to check out everything. We're so thrilled that these tigers are not pets and can be here at the sanctuary. So 3 things Indy and Nova, we're here with Nova right now, didn't have is they didn't have a chance to be a tiger. They were destined to be a pet, which is so sad. They didn't have even an outdoor habitat. They were both found in kennels in an indoor house. They also didn't have proper vet care like growing tigers should have. Once they came here, they both got intake exams. They both were spayed. They also both received calcium to ensure strong bone growth. Miss Nova is definitely looking through her habitat. This is what we've taught tigers, is when they get locked in to their room for a few minutes, that they should patrol their entire habitat when they come out, because there's usually new toys, new treats, and many other things. And I think Nova is saying, I see the new toys, which are pretty awesome, but where's the new treats? Well, that's okay, Nova. We can hang out for a little bit. But when I think about that call we received about authorities finding this tiger in really extreme circumstances, and the tiger going through some temporary holding before coming to their sanctuary, it was so wonderful that Nova was able to come here. What a very different cat she was with other cats driving with us. Remember, she was playing so much with that red ball, the red egg. She was shaking that crate around so much in the back of the car that we had to tie it down. And it's just amazing. And so you guys have helped us all day today. But before we move on to Indy, I definitely want your help in raising, if we can raise $300 on this post today. That's only $150 per tiger. And really what we want is $150 buys a new hanging toy. And you can imagine these young cats go through toys like crazy. And it keeps their teenage brain stimulated. They both love to be in their pools, even though Nova's not showing this. The whole time we were doing Dash this morning, she was in her pool playing. And it takes 6 bottles of bleach for the cleaning rounds. And $43 buys 6 bottles of bleach to clean these tiger pools. So if somebody could donate $43, that would be awesome. And then fall is coming. Spring and fall is when we get ticks here. And so tick prevention is done by spraying in the, laying some diatomaceous earth in the habitat, but also frontline. And $85 covers tick prevention for a tiger a month. So we are really trying to raise $300 on this live post. If people can help today, share. This is going to be our last live post, silly girl, but you'll get to see teenager Indy too. The triple match is the best time of year to give. We're going into the winter months where we're going to have really excessive heat costs to heat all the animal buildings. Food costs rise, cats eat a third more in the winter. And then obviously there's so much grounds work to be done, shoveling, plowing, and gas that's needed for that. So donating now for the TIGERTHON triple match really helps us set the stage for all year. And I can't believe how big Indy's gotten in a year. Doing that drive across country with her, you know, you just enjoy those moments where they're just little cubs for a short period of time. But they grow up so quickly. These guys are putting on over 5 pounds, you know, a week. That's just crazy. And there she is with Yards Transformers, our triple match donor. So not only do I want to say thank you to all of you that are donating through this whole week, but also to those donors that put up the triple match. A lot of times the donors want to remain anonymous, and we're so thankful when they allow us to share their names because we want you to see that these people have done 3 times the amount to make your gifts go further. They've stepped up and will triple your gifts now through the end of day on Sunday. And so you can donate at the link below. You can donate at our website. You can donate at the link in the description. But you can also donate by calling us at 320-245-6871. We're just overjoyed. I mean, think of the years we've done these live posts, and all we've done has been able to talk about geriatric residents and the wonderful geriatric care we give. This year, it's about the Teen Takeover, Teen Takeover, because we have so many young residents, not only tigers, but you know, the Ukraine pride's here too. And so that means we have a 20+ year life commitment to these cats. And so fundraising is so important. The TIGERTHON triple match is so important. But most important, your gift goes 3 times as far. So if you just give 15, it becomes 45. And so we're trying to raise $300 on this post. Thank you for everybody who's given during the day today as well. But I think Nova's saying it's time to go over and see Miss Indy. So we're going to have the next girl, and then we'll talk about a little with Indy, a little bit more about their play date and what occurred on their play date. It is time to let Indy out. They're going to be letting Indy out. And we have a top sponsor for the TIGERTHON triple match. I have to have a huge thank you to Marielle Kenzie Foundation. They are annual givers to the TIGERTHON, and they really always help us get so much done for the cats. And when they choose to make their gift as a triple match, it really, really helps inspire others like you to give. They've also given to the Humane Society here, and we're really, really thankful for all their years of support. So Indy's going to be heading out. Now, if you remember, it used to be that Indy was in the front and Nova was in the back, and we'd rotate them. But we tried a play date, and you know, the play date might look fun for those that were watching it. They're going to call her over. Where's Indy? But really, these two girls were so dominant that usually it only takes a few minutes for their energy to wear down and somebody to calm down and they go lay down. That was not the case with these two at all. We really thought Nova, being that she's larger and a little older than Indy, was going to be the little bit of the one to watch. But that was not the case. Indy, actually, if you had to score the rounds, Indy won those rounds. And even though there wasn't horrible aggression, we still were concerned with how much energy, how much hitting, how much biting. Yeah, you had some chuffs when you were with her, but not like you do with people. And a lot of this is for a couple of reasons. One is, you know, these cats have imprinted on humans and have been raised by humans, which means they know human language and sometimes aren't really great at tiger language. Also, they're solitary in the wild, and even though in captivity it's awesome to give them companionship so that they can be entertained and stimulated, it also has to be safe and something they want. And these girls, after an hour and a half of us trying to get them to calm down, giving Indy some timeouts, they just couldn't leave each other alone. When one sat down for a break, the other one took a cheap shot, and vice versa. And even though nobody was hurt, we could see it start escalating by the end of the play date. And so that's why we chose to call it off and give them each their own habitat. Hello! So, you know, last year, Indy wasn't here at this time. But it wasn't long before we heard about her story when she was sold on Facebook, or trying to be sold on Facebook, for $25,000. It's like a story that you think is made up until authorities went and found her in a dog kennel in his closet. At that time, they were working undercover, and he did agree to sell Indy for, I think, $17,000, and that's when the gentleman was arrested. I shouldn't even call him a gentleman. The man was arrested, and Indy was seized. During the court case, the local authorities decided they want Indy to remain near where the seizure took place because they deemed her as evidence. And so luckily, Southwest Wildlife stepped up in Arizona and gave her proper care, everything she needed. Whoa! Down for the count. Everything she needed until the court case was settled and she could be transferred to here, the Wildcat Sanctuary. So happy endings like this, like the and like Indy here, only happen because you guys donate. Like you hear us, we never do an emergency appeal. We never say we can't take in a cat unless you will donate. We never say we can't give them medical care unless you'll donate. We never say that we won't give them free roaming habitat and all that specialty care unless you donate. That's why we want to bring you on TIGERTHON, so the triple match, where your donation goes 3 times as far, but also you get to celebrate in the successes. You guys helped make sure all these tigers not only were rescued, but have an awesome sanctuary life for the next 20 years. And so we're so very grateful. So our goal is to raise $300 on this post. I know so many of you have called in, and I know so many of you have given at our website. So if you can't give again, please definitely share this post, share their rescue story, and share the rest of their life story. We are kind of coming to a close today, and so I want Olivia, how did today go, and how has it been on social media?
It's been going well. I think that if you missed the earlier live post today, we've had 2 other live posts with Thor Jr. and Dash that were just as fun as this one. And you all have really been showing your support in all ways, whether it's through those triple donations or even really sweet comments. And so we appreciate you, and we want to keep it coming. Keep it coming all day long through Sunday. And yes, see those other live posts if you haven't already.
Take the plunge like Indy.
So Judson's saying, take the plunge like Indy here. Take the plunge. Oops, I just turned it on us. So
oh, okay.
I can say hi.
Reach over and flip it right. There's our magic button. There we go.
There we go. Awesome. Back to the star, Indy, and we're going to zoom in so we can see her having fun. I will tell you, today is a warm day. It's in the 80s. I will not complain knowing winter's coming soon, but I would love to be in that pool. Not with Indy, but in the pool right after caretakers clean it. So don't forget, even though our live posts are coming to an end for the day, TIGERTHON triple match is not. You have till Sunday at midnight to donate either on our Facebook page, on our website, on the links in the e-news, and all weekend we are going to be open so that you can call. You can call all weekend long your gift in at 320-245-6871. And even though the live post marathon is over, there are some tigers you have not seen during the Tiger Triple-thon.
Tigers to cover yet.
Yep. And so, Judson, you're going to be helping them meet the rest of the tigers here at the sanctuary. And guess what? Even special, you are going to get live posts with tigers on Saturday and Sunday. Judson, do you remember who our focuses are for the next?
That's correct. We still have Tarek and Polina to feature. Of course, the Tiger Trio, Dimitri and Griffin. And then, of course, we still... who am I forgetting?
Simon and Jeremy.
Simon and Jeremy.
Of course, Simon and Jeremy, our white tiger brothers. So we still have some striped rescued residents to visit yet while your donations are going 3 times as far. And I'm looking forward to it. A Catterday.
Yeah, we're only about halfway.
We're only about halfway. Well, we are so thankful. Right now we've got about 83 people watching live, so we hope you share this. We know some of you have been with us all day. We're so thankful for that. And as long as Indy's staying active, we'll stay live. Yeah. And so what an exciting time. It's going to be exciting for the weekend. We'll definitely share where we end up. Ooh! Oh! That was a wet one. All right, Indy. I think that's kind of a good close. I'm going to get it again, aren't I? Thanks, everyone, and happy TIGERTHON.